Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday evening, and here we are on the personal side. So, 9:34. I figured I'd share with you, some of the odds and ends, I suppose, of my day. Probably the most significant part of my day was that I ate like half a gallon of chocolate ice cream. What's it called? Mayfield Creamery's chocolate mousse tracks or Smoky Mountain Fudge. Oh, that's what it is. I ate half of that today. Oh, baby, was it good. Now, for those of you who know me, I like to be in shape. For those of you who work with me on some private weight loss issues, I talk a lot about the scales of balance. In other words, not necessarily counting calories, but kind of just evening things out in your mind. So I enjoyed basically a quarter of a gallon of chocolate ice cream. Super good. But then I followed that up. I actually got a headache first. Then took some Tylenol. Then followed it up with some abs and some sit-ups and whatnot to kind of make it even. And I suppose I bring that up because that basically summarizes the day. So it started off, nice private client this morning, and then we had a really nice family walk. Took Jen, Jake, and Amelia downtown. Jen and I had a cup of coffee. Jake had a puppuccino. And then we walked Miss Amelia and Jake around for about 2 miles. It was really nice. Beautiful day down here. Super, super, super nice. Got home, relaxed, listened to kind of a podcast, which was really good. I spoke about in the earlier video a little bit. Really good. Got a bit of a nap in. Got some work done. And then went over to the in-laws, to Jen's parents' house. They had some friends in town for dinner, which was really good, and I overate there too. It was delicious. Now, with my private client this morning, and then Jen and I's 2-mile walk, and then the push-ups and sit-ups. I think I did enough activity to balance that out, but it definitely was a day where it's pretty close to balance there. It got a lot done. It was a nice day. Jen and I got along well all day today. I didn't make her cry or anything, so that's always a win. I think she got a nap. So highlight of my day, I was laying in bed and I look over to my right, and Amelia's there and she's asleep, and Jen's on her side and she's asleep, and Jake is down by the foot of the bed and he was asleep. It was raining out. I spent 12 to 15 minutes just watching him. I was going to take a picture of Jen. I was waiting for some drool to come out of her out of the side of her mouth. I was going to get a picture of that. She's actually probably very thankful that I didn't do that. And then what really had happened was Jake stretched out and his paw touched Jen's foot, and that kind of woke her up. But highlight of my day, hands down. I think it's great that Jen's getting some nap time in. We're breastfeeding, as most of you know, so actually Jen is breastfeeding, so doesn't get as much sleep. So when she gets that nap during the day, that's something, Jake the dog and I, very skilled. We are very skilled nappers. We can lay down and get a nap. Jen, on the other hand, she's not a very good napper. But today she knocked it out of the park, so that was really, really good. So all in all, I'd have to say it's been a really nice day. It's been a good day, very pleasant day, nice family bonding day. And I hope that you had that as well, with family or with friends, or I hope you had some good alone time to clear some things out in your head. That's a good thing. So this is what I got for today. Tomorrow, hopefully I'm going to share with you some 6 ideas. So I'm going to try to remember to do that for you tomorrow. So remind me, in the comments and whatnot. But it's a good thing. I shared it with a private client today. So, all right. Have a good night. Have a happy Sunday morning. And I'll talk to you then. Bye.